cold silence of a room that ignores you provides something a warm welcome never can. Total anonymity. When you are removed from their mental map, you are no longer a factor in their calculations. Most people panic when they are excluded. They react by begging for a seat at a table. But that desperation signals a lack of internal value. Every plea for inclusion confirms that the group holds the keys to your worth. The Machiavellian mind uses this period of exclusion to study the room. While the crowd is distracted by the performance of socializing, you are free to map their blind spots and identify exactly what they are too busy to notice. The most effective player in any hierarchy is the one whose movements are untracked. By writing you off, they have effectively lowered their defenses against you. This lack of scrutiny is the first step in building a defensible position. You are using their indifference to lay a foundation that they won't see until it's finished. Being passed over for a promotion or having your ideas stolen feels like an attack. It creates an instinctive urge to shout, to defend your territory, and to force them to see your value. You stop that bleeding by creating a vacuum. When you withdraw from the conflict and stop defending your position, the friction that fuels their attacks disappears. Without an output signum to lock onto, their aggression has nowhere to land. This indifference is often a defense mechanism. People who feel threatened by potential they don't have will use dismissal to keep that potential at arm's length. Their dismissal acts as a shield. Since they have already categorized you as harmless, they have no reason to monitor your progress or scrutinize your methods. You lean into that blind spot. You allow them to believe they've won, using the resulting quiet to build a massive level of capability that will eventually be impossible to ignore. An adversary can only launch a targeted attack against something they can see. If they don't understand your objectives, they cannot sabotage your progress. Strategic invisibility is the practice of removing your milestones and daily habits from public view. By keeping your progress private, you eliminate the possibility of external interference. Execute a go dark protocol. Stop the social broadcasting of your plans. Cease the search for validation, and let your intentions disappear from the board. Amateurs spend their energy performing for an audience. They need the dopamine of a viral moment. The architect, however, focuses on the structural integrity of what they are building in the dark. This period of invisibility provides the quiet space needed to sharpen skills without the friction of external judgment. You are creating a gap between your public image and your actual capacity. Direct confrontation is a high-cost, low-reward tactic. It drains resources that should be spent on self-improvement. Eclipsing the opposition is more effective. When your skill level grows to a point where your results are undeniable, the need for argument disappears. High-level competence creates a daily reminder of where your competitors have failed to grow. Your presence becomes a constant, silent benchmark that they cannot reach. While the line of public applause remains flat, every hour in isolated practice adds to the exponential curve of silent mastery. This singular focus creates a widening capability gap that becomes impossible to bridge. At this level, their early doubts lose their power. Your success doesn't just prove them wrong. It highlights the fact that they lacked the vision to see what was coming. The final vulnerability you must address is the internal one, the subconscious need for peer validation. You have to stop treating the approval of the group as a necessary resource. If you rely on their applause to feel successful, you are still under their control. Real leverage belongs to the person who requires nothing from the collective. When you no longer need their recognition, they lose the ability to influence your direction. You are moving from a role in someone else's play to the position of the architect who owns the theater. You are setting the terms of the engagement. This level of emotional detachment ensures that what you have built is self-sustaining. It cannot be diminished by a comment or destroyed by a lack of attention. Your eventual return to the spotlight should feel like a simple statement of fact. You have arrived with a level of skill that requires no argument. Think of your emergence as quiet thunder. It is a massive presence that doesn't need to be loud to be felt. It is the weight of undeniable results. You owe no explanations to those who once overlooked you. Providing them with nothing but your silence and your success is the clearest demonstration of your new position. By letting go of the need for approval and mastering the work in the shadows, you have secured your own sovereignty. The plan is in your hands. Go execute it.